Hi, today I will talk about my experiences with duodenal switch Facebook groups. Hi, welcome. My name is Tina and I had traditional duodenal switch surgery on June 9th of 2020. I'm currently almost 6 months out. I have lost 42 pounds. My highest weight ever was 340 pounds. My surgery day weight was 252 pounds, and my current weight is 208 pounds. Today I have a kind of unusual topic that I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you... Okay, I have spent, before my surgery and before as soon as I found out about duodenal switch surgery and that it was being recommended for me, I did everything I could to research it, and that ended up being getting involved with a lot of Facebook groups. There are several really well-established Facebook groups that are about duodenal switch surgery, and I just want to share my experience with those groups. And I'm not going to talk about any. Sorry, my nose is very itchy. I'm not going to talk about any specific group, just in general, because I'm pretty sure I belong to all of them. The great things about duodenal switch based Facebook groups are, number one, the best thing is that they know everything that happens when you have this surgery that is kind of strange or kind of scary or just weird is just so normalized. And there are a lot of people in those Facebook groups that have been like 15, 20 years out from their duodenal switch surgery, which is just amazing. I mean, I had never heard of duodenal switch surgery before February when I met Dr. Srikanth. So the fact that it's been around that long and that there are people that are successful with it and are thriving with it, 20 years later is so, I don't know, it's just very helpful to me. And some of the people that are on those groups are very, very knowledgeable, and they've done research, and they just understand their body, and they encourage you to understand your body, to understand what's going on. And I didn't even think about that, honestly, before I started looking at these groups. I just thought, well, the surgeon will do what he's going to do, and then I'll work with them every month for a while, and I'll be taken care of and fine. Well, it's not really the case. I really trust my surgeon. I totally trust my Carly, who is the lady I work with at Dr. Srikanth's office now. She helps me with my nutrition and my labs and all that stuff. It's not that I don't trust those people. It's that it's my body, and I'm the one that decided to have this very, very malabsorptive, very, very invasive surgery. So I'm thrilled with my surgery. I love having the duodenal switch. It's life-changing, and I feel so much better since I've had the surgery, but still, it's still my decision. It's still my situation. I can't expect anybody else to come running in for me and bail me out if I take the wrong, vitamins or just anything. So the fact that there are Facebook groups where there are people on those groups that are talking to people like me who are fresh out of surgery, or or just about to have surgery, or just whatever it is, and explaining different things that you may have not even thought of, is just incredible. And it's free. It's a Facebook group, and the people are just sharing their experience because they care about people. And I just strongly encourage you to join as many as you can. Also, they have different solutions that you might not have thought of. For example, I was having really bad constipation before I had surgery, and I heard about having a tablespoon or two of mineral oil every night before bed, and that would clear that up, and it did. And it's cheap, it works. I don't think anybody would have told me that at my doctor's office, and so you can hear solutions to problems that you're having that you never thought of. And the really big benefit that I've got from those Facebook groups is that they normalize things that aren't really normal. Like, for example, there's a lot of talk about, I haven't really experienced this to a huge extent, but I do really watch my diet. But I don't there's a thing about your bowel movements being incredibly smelly and your body odor changing and all these things, and I have had a couple of those situations, but it hasn't really been dramatic, and I pretty much have my own bathroom most of the time, so it's not really a huge deal in my life. But I know a lot of people have a lot of anxiety about that, and particularly if you're sharing a bathroom with somebody, or if you live in I don't know, I guess I can think of several different situations where having just incredibly smelly bowel movements would be a big concern. And so what I'm saying is that that's more normalized. So instead of being this shocking, jarring thing that you're going through, it's kind of, there's some humor into it. There's some different things that people suggest that you can try to make it not so bad. And I just appreciate that. I appreciate that people it's not so weird and scary and horrible. You know, before I joined those groups, it was weird and scary and horrible. Like, what is going to happen to me? It's just a strange thing. So anyway, that's a definite pro for me, is that it just normalizing things, people asking questions, and, you know, getting answers that are down to earth and you know, make sense. And I've had some kind of cons. So here are the cons for those groups. There aren't a lot, but it's kind of an uncensored place for people to say anything that they want. So I don't know if you've been in Facebook groups before, but people really in any Facebook situation, even just with people that you Facebook friended on your personal Facebook that you know or that you are related to or whatever, people feel like they can just say anything online because it's not face to face, and it's kind of, you can, and also it can be interpreted in a different way since you don't get the benefit of voice inflection or, you know, seeing the person eye to eye. You can kind of feel different things about things that are being said. And I've seen some situations, and I've felt some situations before where somebody was asking about vitamins, and she was I think she was just straight out of surgery, or she was just about to get surgery, and she was asking about gel vitamins or gummy vitamins or, you know, whatever it is, and a person got on that group and just ripped her to shreds. And I was probably more offended than I should have been. I didn't take it personally, but I just was like, I wasn't the only person that said this, but I don't think it should be that harsh. You know, you can give somebody guidance without being like that. And so just know that when people have an open forum to say whatever they want, sometimes they go a little bit overboard. And I can, in my mind, I can think that this person had the best of intent, because she was saying that can hurt you if you do that, or that can really, really damage your body if you take gel vitamins or whatever she believed. And you won't get, you may as well not take anything or whatever. And I'm sure that she had the best intent. The way that it was presented, the way that read, was just really harsh and really mean, and kind of almost abusive, and I didn't like it. And so that's just an example of how things kind of go in those groups. Doesn't mean that it was wrong, it doesn't mean that it was bad, and like I said, she probably had the best intent, but you're gonna have to watch about those things. And and things can be really misinterpreted. I don't know. I think it's because you can't hear voice inflection when somebody's writing on Facebook, and you can't see somebody's heart. You can't see what their motive is. And recently what has come up is that I have been taking gel vitamins since before my surgery. So I've been taking my vitamin A has been 100% gel tabs since before surgery, and I take a lot. I take 10,000 milligrams of vitamin A 4 times a day, and I've been doing that exclusively with gel tabs. And same with my D3. My D3 is a prescription, and that's a gel tab. So I'm getting a prescription from my bariatric surgeon that may not even work because it's a gel, but it's a prescription that they prescribed to me. So I've been doing a little bit of research about that because I mentioned on a Facebook group that I have been taking this and my labs are fine or whatever. And the response was that you really cannot take gel vitamins. They really do not work for us. And the reason that your labs are fine is because I'm only 6 months out. And so I guess our body has stores of these vitamins, some vitamins. And so that's, I'm worried about that. I'm really worried about that. That's why I'm making this video, because my surgeon, the lady that I'm working with, Carly in Dr. Shrikant's office, they've told me that gel tabs are okay as long as your labs are okay. But we haven't discussed, having stores of these things, and we haven't, I don't know, I'm just worried about it. So I've decided to kind of go for straight bariatric vitamins for the next 6 months. So I'm 6 months out, and then in 6 months I'll be a year out, and then I'll have 2 more sets of labs before then, and then I'm assuming the one that I have at 1 year will have no stores. I won't have anything stored up after that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna get a ADEK vitamin and take that 3 times a day. I have been taking a bariatric fusion. I've been taking a multi 4 times a day, and that's what I've just decided to do because I'm worried about it. I don't want to have an issue with being I know the malabsorption is real, and it worries me about my vitamins, and so I'm just changing my routine based on Facebook, so that's the thing. You can take advice from Facebook. You can take advice from people on Facebook that are, decades out. But you kind of have to do a little bit of research as well. So I listen to these, I read these statements, I read this advice, then I also research myself. There are, bariatric websites, medical bariatric websites that aren't just people giving advice, they're doctors. And so anyway, we're going to try that for a while and see if that makes any difference. I don't think the only thing that I'm not getting enough of right now is my B12, and I have a prescription for that. Now I'm giving myself shots for B12. So, but I'm worried about this stores thing. So I'm going to take a little different path and see if that makes me okay. I don't want to be deficient in anything. I don't want my eyesight to suffer, or anything that these vitamins are helping me with. I don't want problems. I'm too old, too old for that. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of share my experience with Facebook support groups and Facebook duodenal switch surgery groups. They're so helpful and so meaningful, and have just helped me in so many ways, and I appreciate them, and I just wanted to share them with you all. So anyway, I hope you had a great day. I hope you are doing well, and please comment and tell me what phase you're in, if you're pre-surgery, how you're doing on your vitamins, or what kind of vitamins you think you should take or you've been told to take. I really am interested. So anyway, thank you for watching my videos. Bye.